Welcome back to the channel. Today we're working on this V8 Ford. It's got pistons on each side and 8 spark plugs wires. That's one way you can tell it's a V8. And most of these V8s from the 1950s up to the 1970s for these Fords are very similar process to change the air filter. It might look slightly different, but again, the process is all very similar. It's a very simple procedure, and you're going to start up here on top and take that nut out. And this wing nut's going to come off really easily, just twists off. Just unscrew it all the way, and I'm just going to set it on top once I get it out. Once you get that off, you can lift up the lid, and I'm just going to set it on the engine front. And these filters will oftentimes get stuck to the housing, so you're going to want to hold down the housing as you lift it up. And I'll show you right now, because I'm pretty sure it's stuck. Yep, see it's lifting up, so you're just going to hold down the housing, and then it pops right off. This filter doesn't look very dirty, but once I put it next to the new one, you'll be able to see that it is a little dirty. So let's grab the new one, I'll show you that. Here's the new one. Again, you probably can't tell the difference yet, but let's put the old one next to it and show you the difference. I replace these filters yearly no matter what on this classic car. I take it to car shows, but as you can see, this one is a little yellow. And these are the same filters. They're both Motorcraft filters. But as you can see, the old one is a little dirtier. Again, I replace them every year no matter what. It's just better for the car, and then you don't forget, because these do wear down over time if they're just left in there. So now we're just going to finish up. This honestly might be the hardest part of this whole thing. You just got to line this up perfectly. You just got to move it back and forth until the bolt goes through there. Once it's through, then you can put the wing nut and everything back on, and then you're just going to tighten it down. And you're going to want to make sure it has a good nice seal, so I'm going to test it here in a minute. So along the edges, lift up. It is a little loose still, so I'm going to tighten it down, make sure it's good and tight. You don't want any air leaking in there. So there you go. It's a pretty simple process, like I said, less than 2 minutes. But now you can close the hood. Thanks, and we'll see you all next time.